My dad said, "We gave your kid's surgery money to your sister. She deserves a better life." I didn't cry. I didn't even blink. I just looked at my daughter's small hand in mine. Then I looked at my fiancé, and he stood up. A week earlier, I'd been on the phone with the hospital billing office. They said the same sentence 3 different ways. Your insurance denied it. My 7-year-old had a tumor pressing on her spinal cord. The surgeon gave us a window, 4 weeks, maybe less, before permanent damage. I asked my parents to meet in person. They picked a restaurant so expensive, it felt like a trap. My mom showed up in designer everything. My dad flashed his watch like it was a personality. My sister walked in behind them with that "I win" smile. She'd always been the one they saved first. Growing up, my sister got bailouts and soft landings. Dropped out, she's finding herself. Maxed a card, she was stressed. I worked 2 jobs and still got told I was dramatic. Even now, my parents hadn't offered a single dollar for my kid, but I still tried because I wanted to believe blood meant something. My fiancé sat beside me, calm but tense. He'd offered to handle the whole bill himself. I'd begged him to wait. I needed to see what my parents would do when it mattered, not when it was easy. When it was ugly and terrifying and real. The waiter poured wine my sister didn't pay for. My daughter sat between us, legs swinging, trying to act normal. She whispered, "Mom, can we go home soon?" I squeezed her fingers and said, "Soon, baby." My parents didn't even ask her how she felt. I took a breath and said, "She needs surgery. We need $180,000. My dad didn't look up from his menu. "That's substantial," he said. My mom's voice went soft and fake. "We can help a little." My sister leaned back and said, "Surgery is risky. Maybe wait." My fiancé kept his tone polite. "Waiting means paralysis." Dad cut into his steak, knife scraping the plate. "We've been discussing this," he said. "We want to support both daughters." "How much?" I asked. 20,000. I stared at him. "That wouldn't cover the anesthesiologist." Then my mom added, like she was ordering another side dish, "We're giving the rest to your sister." I blinked. "The rest of what?" My sister smiled wider. "I'm starting a boutique. I need capital." This was the same sister who borrowed $5,000 from me once and forgot. This was the moment. Everything slowed down. My dad set his fork down. My daughter's hand went tight, then slipped from mine. And my dad said, clear as day, "We gave your child's operation money to your sister. She deserves a better life." $160,000, he added, like the number didn't have a heartbeat attached to it. My sister shrugged. "It's their money. You're not entitled to it." My mom tried to smile through it. "Don't make this a fight." My daughter made a tiny sound, like she was swallowing a cry. My fiancé didn't move fast. He stood up like a door closing. He pulled out his phone and said, "Should I tell them what I do for a living?" Dad scoffed. "Finance, right?" My fiancé nodded once. "Private wealth, senior partner." He paused, then dropped it. "I made just over $4 million last year." The table went dead quiet. My sister's smile vanished like it got erased. My mom's face turned stiff, like her script broke. My dad's cheeks went red. "Then why are you asking us?" My fiancé didn't raise his voice. "Because she wanted to believe you'd choose your granddaughter over a boutique." My mom reached for me. "If we'd known..." "Known what?" I said, pulling back. "That he has money?" I shook my head. "That only matters if this was a financial decision. This was a moral one." My dad tried to get loud. "We offered you 20,000. My sister snapped. "You're being dramatic. She's not dying." I didn't argue with them. I just picked up my daughter and felt her arms lock around my neck. I looked at the 3 of them one last time. "I asked you to help save a child's life," I said, calm enough to sting. "You decided a boutique mattered more." My fiancé put his card on the table. "Dinner's on me." Then we walked out while other diners pretended not to stare. We paid for the surgery ourselves. My daughter came out of it sore, scared, and alive. My parents texted like nothing happened. My sister posted motivational quotes about family loyalty. I blocked them all. They didn't lose a daughter that night. They lost access to my life. They just finally met the version of me who stopped begging.